Hey, so are you grateful for your pain? Probably not, right? Well, you may want to consider having some gratitude. And if you're suffering from pain right now, I know it can be really hard to hear somebody say, hey, you should have gratitude for your pain. But I want you to just take a second to listen to me and maybe consider that there is a good way of looking at it that will shift your perception and maybe bring some joy. Because pain is a teacher. Our body is an amazing machine, and pain comes up when we need to address something. If we didn't have pain, we'd all die. So there is something to be grateful for, right? If you did not have pain, you would not know when to stop doing things, when to start doing things, when, if your arm was cut off, if your arteries were severed, you wouldn't know anything. So it's giving you feedback, valuable feedback, that something needs to change. And a lot of times it's a major teacher. And we can learn from it, or we can ignore it and mask it. What would you rather do? Would you rather take the pain, learn from it, try to correct your course so that the pain disappears on its own, or mask the pain so that something pops up later that's worse than the initial pain? Right? So you can have it short term or long term. What do you think you'd rather have? Well, like I said, pain is a teacher. So when it comes up, and it can be emotional, physical, they're all interconnected. We know that emotional pain can show up as physical pain in the body, right? So it's important to understand that they're all interconnected. And when we confront the pain and we learn from it and we deal with the pain, we now are teaching ourselves how to handle these situations. If we mask the pain through medication, right, through surgery, something like that, we're not learning from it and we're ignoring the root cause. And so here's an understanding, because some people need to have surgery and some people say, I had to have surgery. Well, what is it, for example, with back pain? Because we deal with back pain, and that's what I'm mostly addressing here today, but this can be in all categories. So if you're suffering from back pain and you got to a point where you need to have surgery, and it's not from a severe traumatic injury like a car accident or something like that, it's just over time and over years, you all of a sudden have an issue with your disc. Well, what caused that issue? Well, I'll tell you what caused the issue. You have thoughts, you have information in your brain, beliefs, that are sending impulses down the spinal cord. They're going out the peripheral nervous system to what's called the motor unit. That motor unit is pulling on the muscle fibers, which pull on your bone and move your body. So you have learned a pattern that has caused more wear and tear on your body than normal. And it could be from just the movement. It could be a combination of movement and nutrition, or lack of movement and lack of nutrition. And therefore, you now have a disc issue. Will the surgery fix that issue? No, it will never fix the issue. It might take off the stress from the nerve if there is an issue like a disc bulging on the nerve, or fluid is leaking out onto the nerve and it's causing severe pain. Now, will surgery solve that issue completely? Probably not. It might take that short-term pain away, but it's not fixing at the root level. And whenever there's pain, if you don't fix it at the root level, there will be more pain to come. And I know this from experience, but I also know this from speaking with the insurance coders at the spinal surgeon. And she gets to see, when she does the insurance coding, what happens to these people that have spinal surgery. All of them end up back for more surgery or on painkillers. A large portion. She didn't show me the actual stats, but she told me she would never get back surgery because of what she sees. So, unfortunately, those statistics are not shared with us. We have to hear it from somebody who actually works there. But that's the reality of the situation. I already knew that before, but I had firsthand confirmation. So it won't work if it's not fixed at the root level. So your pain is a signal, it's a sign that something needs to change. And sometimes the pain gets so much that we have to take drastic action. It's a beautiful thing. It's actually very amazing what our body is doing. And we have to be grateful that there are those signs that are teaching us and that are showing us what direction we are supposed to take. And when we don't listen to that inner voice, then a lot of times we end up in more trouble, right? Does your inner person, your inner voice, want you to medicate, depleting more nutrition, disconnecting you from your true self? Now, it's necessary in some severe situations, but that's really not what we want to do. That's not the direction we want to go. So, pain and gratitude. There is a way that you can show gratitude for your pain, and when you change your perception, you change your life. So anybody having a victim mentality is actually creating more pain and suffering in their life. People who accept the pain for what it is and say, thank you for showing me this pain because you're going to teach me something that I need to know, that I need to learn, and I will not take shortcuts. I will address the issue at the root cause of the problem, and I will find a solution. When you start to speak like that, your life will change dramatically. I hope you found this helpful. Having gratitude for your pain is a powerful shift. Sometimes it can be hard to overcome, but I hope that you can do it and change your life and make a shift that is life-changing now. So I hope that helps. Have a great day.